Hello, Carol. How are you today?
Good afternoon, everyone. Carol, how are you? Hello, how are you? I see you here already and ready. We're ready too, I think.
Sweet says a while back, but she's laying in the other room. I think we're both having hot flashes right now. So I think
Her
Sweet
and Sweepy, not me and
yeah,
her. Her and
yeah,
Sweepy.
exactly. He's in his flannel shirt. I'm like dying. I was hot to begin with, and I took a hot shower, so that didn't help me too much. So
We're always opposite.
yeah, as you can see, I'm like all red. My
I'm
face
hot,
is all
she's
red.
cold, she's cold, I'm hot.
Absolutely opposite all the
All the
time.
time. Even in the car, it's tough. It's always up and down for one of us.
How are you doing today, Carol? Hope you're doing well. Did you get my message?
And how's Ashley? Is she doing good?
How is Ashley? She working today? We had so much fun the other day.
That was a blast.
It seems like it was a long time ago, but it was just a couple days ago.
Seems like forever ago
It
now.
does. But it was actually what, a week ago today, was it?
Seems like a year ago we were at the YouTube meeting quartzsite. It just seems like so far back in the past. We've only been home for a couple of days, really, in reality.
Right? And was it just last Sunday that we saw her?
I'm not sure.
It was, because
Yeah,
it was last
yeah, it was a
Sunday.
week ago today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, Tom and Lori. How are you guys
Hey
today?
Tom, hey Laurie, how are you guys?
Uh-oh, Ashley's in bed sick. Oh no.
Welcome.
Hope is it just like a little flu or something? I hope she doesn't have the big C. And I hope you're not catching it. You better stay away. I know you gotta take care of her being the mom, but you better take care so you don't get sick. Poor Ashley.
So as you can see, we've made it home, but now we're overwhelmed with all the work we got to do to
Mm.
get I don't know, sell the
From point
house.
A
Where do
to
we,
point B to
where do we
point C.
start? We've got the house started. We have we're gonna have a first time walkthrough by a real estate agent on tomorrow, and then
Tomorrow.
we're gonna get a couple of more in next week or two to walk through and give us an idea of exactly what the house is worth and what we'll have to work with and what we have to do. And
Hello, Lori. How are
I
you?
don't
You
know.
guys are separately. So
Hey Laurie, how are you?
Tom's on the Tom and Lori, and Lori's on the Lori.
Yes.
Nice to have you
Probably
both
sitting
here.
probably sitting next to each other, right?
Nice to have you both here.
It is. How is it?
It's her sinuses. Well, that's better than the big C or the flu that's going around. The flu that's been going around is terrible. So many people have been really sick with that. It lasts like a week or so. So
All over the place too. We've been so
glad it's not
lucky.
that. I know. Thank you, dear God.
All of the traveling and all that. We never, of course, we never
So
went into
good.
public much except to shop and do laundry, and that's about it. And dentist.
I did text you on Messenger today, Carol. Yes, I did.
Harry Bonilla, hello. How
Hello,
are
Harry.
you?
How are you?
Welcome.
Is Vanessa beside you
Welcome
with
aboard.
our little wiggle butts? They have the cutest channel, guys. You guys check out the wiggle butts. They're the cutest dogs. There's four of them. They just added a baby. Um, yes, she is. She's beside him. Hello, Vanessa. Um, they just added Jupiter to their pack, which is let's see if I'm gonna get it, a Bernese Mountain Dog. Did I get it right? She is really cute.
A lot of energy going on.
Oh my God, she's so big already too.
Yeah.
She's only, I think she told me she's 3 months old, but she's so big already.
Sweet Pea today had like a moment of being like a puppy. For some reason, she's been using the stairs to get off the bed for like forever now because she's not coordinated enough to jump. She's old. It'd be like me jumping up a ladder. And today, for some reason, I got up quick and walked out the bedroom quick. And instead of taking the stairs, she jumped off the bed and she hit the floor and collapsed onto her belly. Didn't hurt herself or nothing, but she must have been, holy mackerel, what was I thinking? And I told her, I get it. Every once in a while, my head thinks I'm a teenager too, and I do something, I'm like, ooh, maybe
Poor Sweet Pea.
yeah. So
She's slowing down for sure.
she is.
Yes, Carol, so we can phone each other. That would be awesome.
Yes, we can.
I do like to talk, as you all have noticed, I'm sure.
Susie has the gift of gab for sure. That's positive. So, anyways, our kids are very concerned with us going
Yes.
full time, extremely concerned. Like my daughter came over on Saturday and had a discussion with us. And
I think she's more sad. She's concerned, but she's also sad that she knows we're leaving. So
she just wanted to make sure that we
Right.
had our I's dotted and our T's crossed. We
Right.
don't have everything in perfect place or anything like that, but we know we're going to be okay, and we know we're going to have like a small nest egg off to the side to take care of us.
nest egg is how she keeps putting it.
No, but I mean, in reality, to do something like this and be totally carefree, you would need like $1.25 million or something. And we don't have $1.25 million, but we'll have a small nest egg put aside. We're going to stash it, and I'm going to come up here and work in this in the summers. We're still going to live out of the RV for 4 months, and then we're going to head. I'm not really sure, Nevada, I'm not sure where yet. Kind of not too far south to be too hot, and then spend 5 months down in southern Arizona. So that's our plan, and work on the road, like pick up odd jobs, or I wrote columns for a lot of years, so I'm sure I could do like travel articles and sell it to magazines or whatever. Do blogs or whatever. Of course, I'm going to try to grow our YouTube channel more. So if you have any friends that haven't found us and you think they might like us, tell them about us, because
Spread the word.
I mean, we get
We need to
five
grow.
subs, we
I
lose
know.
3. We get
I
2, we
know.
lose 1. It's frustrating.
I was so excited last night. We got up to 350 last night. Did some lives, and we got up to 350 last night. And by this morning, when I got out of bed, it was down to 347. It's like, really? You go 3, you go back. Oh, it's frustrating.
So yeah,
Nevada. That's where Tom and Lori hang out.
No,
That's
that
where
is
they're from.
I forgot about that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. That's where they go. Yeah. But anyways, I just want to be someplace where where it's not too hot yet, but I want to avoid snow. Kind of like Dave from R Endeavor. My mission is for the rest of my life, if possible, not to see snow. That's kind of what I'm looking for.
Hello, Nancy. Thanks so much for joining us today. How are you doing? Is your little one beside you? The house. Well, so far we left with our Christmas decorations up, Vanessa. So I meant to get them down, but kind of got last minute thing, and he's just like, "Oh, just leave them up." I'm like, "Okay." It sounded like a really good idea at that point, but
Not so
coming
much.
home to February with Christmas decorations. But I figured, you know what? Instead of putting everything away and pulling it down to put it in a yard sale, I decided to start giving it away. So that was my first little emotional mess thing. But I did good. It was hard, but once I figured out what I wanted, and the rest I just gave away, and it was freeing. So Lori, I think you'll understand how that is. You kind of get the emotional and then the freeing part. So it was freeing once I started doing it. So I lightened the load on that. Hello, Doreen. You'll like this part of the story.
And so
I lightened my load on Christmas decorations. So
I'm
I took
proud
down.
of Sue, by the way.
I took down 6 huge bins
Huge
out
bins.
of the attic of Christmas decorations, and we put up 3 bins that have to go for sale in the yard sale, and 1 teeny bin
One small bin that'll fit in
that
the
I'm
trunk.
keeping.
Literally will
So-
fit easily with extra stuff in there in the trunk of the Corolla that we're going to be towing
Right.
behind us. Hopefully, Finicky Franny can take towing the Corolla. I believe it can.
My plan was to have everything on that tote, but now I have a tote and an overflow bag. But okay, I'm not going to complain. And, and the Christmas tree won't fit, so a little Christmas tree is going to be there. So it'll be my tote, my bag, and my Christmas tree. So, and my daughter's like, I showed my daughter, I was like all proud. I'm like, look, I'm down to that. She goes, that's going to fit in a trailer?
No, it's going to fit in the trunk of the Corolla.
No, she meant decoration wise.
Oh yeah, it'll be a packed trailer.
It'll be full.
Anybody who wants to see some trailer stuff full of Christmas decorations, come on over and visit us next.
Right when we get to the yard. So that hasn't even started with the house stuff. So now I've got to okay, that was process number 1. Now I got process number 500 more to go. So yeah, it's going to be.
Those air tools might fit, she said. See.
That's right. But he told me I can't put nothing else in the trunk. So.
Well, I'm not going to take all my air tools, but I'm going to take my 3/8 ratchet, and I'm going to take my air gun so I can get my tires off if I have a problem on the road of some sort. Yeah. So there's been, Susie got like teary-eyed when we talked about it on Friday morning, and then Saturday morning, her and our daughter Melanie started crying a couple times, and then she's probably on the.
I'm ready to now.
She's ready to cry now, folks. But
we'll get there.
Yeah, it's going to be a long process. I'm going to miss a lot of stuff around here too, but I think we'll be able to live a lot less pressure-filled life on the road is what we're looking for.
For sure.
No,
we don't watch Broken Dream Reborn. Are they the people that do this kind of stuff? And are they going to be a good source of ideas for me, Doreen? Yeah, he does want to keep his main. He's already got a bunch of tools in there.
Basically enough tools in there where I could do almost anything on the RV that I'm going to be capable of doing. I don't have jacks to jack it up.
We have an air jack thingy.
Yeah, but I mean, I
but
don't
nothing that
have,
you want to get under and work
yeah,
under.
like if I want to get under it, work on it. I have a
Yeah.
jack to jack it up and change the tire. I have a jack to
Yeah.
jack it up and change brakes. And I'll do most of the engine work and all that kind of stuff. But as far as being on the road and doing like any major repairs on a big truck like that, not so much. That's why we got some money set aside just for maintenance and for fixing the rig if need be. We have money set aside for that. And if I work on the road and with my retirement, we may be able to possibly put a little money back into that as we use it. Who knows? But we're going to try to live as frugal as possible, and we're going to do a lot of boondocking. So we're definitely going to live cheaper than we would if we lived in a sticks and bricks home, which involves the roof's going to be done in another 10 years.
No, the roof should be good for many years. The roof's
The
only
roof's going to be done in another 10 years
No.
because they're only 20-year shingles and
another
20,
30 year. So it's got plenty of time. But anyways,
whatever. If I live
Right.
to be 85, the roof's got to be
Right.
done before
before you
that.
exactly.
We need windows in every window of the house. The furnace is from 1956, blah, 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 blah. I know, blah, 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 blah. But anyway, we got a lot of big expenses if we want to stay here in our older age.
Right.
So what we're looking to do is do some traveling, do full-time RVing for as long as we'd like, whether it's a year, 3 years, 5 years, 8 years, whatever, and keep a decent little nest egg where we can buy a tiny piece of land and a tiny house or just a piece of land with electricity. And when we decide we want to stop there, but somewhere in the country that we've liked in our travels, which makes sense. And I don't want to come back up here and deal with snow and cold and rain and humidity. Hey, we never felt any so good as we felt in the desert with our bones. Seriously.
So Dorian says that the first videos for the let's see, what was the name of them? Anyways, that last one I can't remember. I can't see too far that far away. Anyways, she said their first videos were about them downsizing and how they have a joke about one toe of Christmas.
That's what we got. And
I'll
I'm
have to
so
go watch
proud
them
of
for
Susie
sure.
because Susie loves Christmas like you can't believe. I'm very proud of her, and it's hard for her. And we shouldn't talk about it too much, or she'll
Right, we don't want to get there. Hello, Brene, Fairy Dust. How are you today? Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you very
And
much.
also coffee walks and whatever. Hello. How are you today? Thank you so much for joining us. Arizona camping, I know. We can't wait to go back because it was fun.
It was fun.
We can't wait to meet up with you and camp with you again. She's a nice lady.
Coffee walks and whatever. Hello, how are you?
So yeah, lots going on around here, and we are going to try to do some of that. Like we probably should have taped me, going through my Christmas stuff, but that we didn't end up doing that. But we're going to try to do some of the downsizing part and without the tears.
Even if there's tears there, it's real. So it's what it is.
People did like the video of us meeting Carol because you're a sweet lady and you were funny. You're really funny. It was definitely, we had such a fun time meeting you.
Cal says a hammer, flathead screwdriver, Phillips screwdriver.
That's all she needs.
That's all she needs.
That's all he wants to need from now on, too, when it comes to being a mechanic.
I'm sick of being a mechanic. I'm going to work on the road, but I'm probably not going to work as a mechanic. I'm going to work because I'll be able to I don't have to make $70,000 a year anymore. I can make, way less than that and not worry about it. So I can work for a cheaper price. And I don't care. Whatever job I have, I don't want to turn wrenches. And I don't want any pressure. Just tell me what you want me to do, and I'll gladly do it. Is all I got to say. I don't have to make decisions. I don't care if it's emptying trash barrels at a Love's truck stop. I don't care if it's behind a cash register. I don't care if it's in a store stocking shelves. Honestly, I don't care. I just want to do something, make some money so we can live. Because between my retirement and if I work some, we'll be fine.
Hello, Deb, Mrs. Coffee Walks and Talks. So we assume Coffee Walks and Talks is Mr. Coffee Walks and Talks. And what is your name? I know I've seen you guys. I think you guys were on Devil Dogs Live last night, and I think I've seen you somewhere else before, but definitely Devil Dogs Live last night, I think for sure. I don't know why I can't see nothing tonight. Downsizing is pretty easy at first.
As you go,
as you go.
You have to keep the goal of travel in your thoughts.
That's what I have been doing.
But it gets harder as you go.
Yeah.
Along, and it will. As she starts taking stuff off the walls, and
OJ. Nice to meet you, OJ.
So yeah. we're trying to, we're a little worried about like, how we're going to register the rig and where we're going to insure the rig and how we have a mailing address. And we're a little worried about, what we're going to do about doctors and such. But I've been doing some research on it. We're going to talk to our primary care doctor here, and hopefully we can do
Yeah, he's got his mind going 100 miles an hour.
Well, I mean, we have to cover our, like I said,
he's trying to fit all those things
we have
in.
to try to, and I have to do the roof of the RV, and I have to do belts and hoses to the RV. And Susie wants the rug out of the RV because it does suck. It really does. So I got to take the benches out. I got to take the seat out. I got to take the couch, part of the couch out. I got to take her chair out, and then get rid of the rug. And then in the back, get rid of the rug around the bed. And then she wants some sort of flooring put in, not linoleum, but some sort of floor put in, whether it's a floating wood floor or whatever, tile, something. So, yeah.
Carol, Doreen, we got home on Tuesday, so we've only been home for a few days. So we kind of, unloaded the camper and then, got that stuff put away, and then started on the Christmas decorations and trying to downsize on that stuff.
And yeah, Laurie, I'm excited to the fact where I can tell you I have 157 more days to be a mechanic.
He's counting down.
And that's it. And I don't mind being a mechanic with my own stuff, and I'll probably from time to time help my friends maybe with advice or some small help or something. But other than that, I'm not. Yeah, 157 more work days, excluding Saturdays and Sundays.
Doreen said Rusty just bought a little house with a covered RV parking area and storage, less than $50,000 in Texas.
Oh, yeah.
That's what he's talking about.
That's what I'm talking about. But like I saw a piece of property, it was a half an acre of land, had a brand new prefab home on it, all set up, electricity, the septic, the whole 9 yards in Tennessee where we were in, and it was $102,000. Walk away and you own it. I mean, yeah, around here it's crazy. It's just nuts. And
around here it's only
going to get
450 to 500,000.
Right. We would struggle way more in retirement by keeping this house as we're going to if we do that. Find a place we'd like to live. We've already lived in Texas. It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Actually, we drove through Texas home, 865 miles home. And it's a beautiful, beautiful state. It really is. Western Texas, we've never been there, even though we lived there for 2 years. We were there for 2 years, but we were young and had no money, never traveled. We had no idea that West Texas was so gorgeous. I mean,
hello, the Tokyo Dolphin. How are you today? Thanks so much for joining us.
Hey, thanks for joining our channel too, by the way. We really appreciate it. It's really nice. Anybody that's with our channel, we fully appreciate it.
Oh, he loves cars and he would love to learn how to be a mechanic.
Yeah, good. Thank you, Doreen. I would appreciate that. She's going to send me some email with links to those videos. Thank you. As usual, you're very sweet. Appreciate it.
Yeah, so Renee, you're not too far from Arizona, though, are you? I forget where you're from. You told me, but now my memory is gone. So, but she just got home on Tuesday herself. Yeah, I know you don't want to leave.
Just doing our best.
Oh, hello, just doing our best.
Okay,
How are you?
Yeah. Hello, yeah.
Yeah,
welcome.
I saw them last night on.
A lot of beautiful people today.
They were on Devil Dog as well last night. Thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah. Yep. So. Trying times, fun times, trying times, anxiety-filled times. With at times you're scared to death, And my daughter came over and gave us, I must have said, a list about this long of what if, fill in the blank, what if, fill in the blank. And I finally looked at her after about the 8th time. I said, if I lived my life by what ifs, I wouldn't have done nothing, because you can die walking out to the mailbox, you could get run down or whatever. So. If you live life by what ifs, you're in trouble. You're not gonna get anywhere. So, yeah, what if?
Right.
We're if nothing else, survivors, and whatever bridge we come to, we'll get across it one way or the other. That's just the way we are.
Renee's from Southern California, so she was 225 miles away from Quartzsite. So you just got to stay a lot longer. Yeah. It took us the 6 days to get home. So we were, heading home that whole time, except for stopping to visit Carol. But that was a quick afternoon visit, and then we were back on the road again.
The thing with me and Sue is we've been married for 46 years, and we dated for what, 3?
Couple.
4. So we've been together for 47 or 48 years. We bought the T-shirt as far as crossing the bridge when you come to it, and we'll be fine. We'll make it.
Yeah,
What
Dorothy
if,
said her
what
mother
if we
thing.
have an accident? What if the rig burns down? What if the rig breaks down? What if you have a heart attack? What if you get sick? What if one of you gets dementia? I mean, she went on and on and on. And I, God bless her, and I love her, and I understand where she's coming from. I do, because I remember when my parents moved to Texas, my sisters thought they were crazy. They were whacked out of their minds. You know, I get it. I do.
And if she were doing this, I'd be saying the same things to
I'd
her.
be
I
saying
have
the
to admit
same,
it.
exact
So
same things.
I'd be
right?
saying the same things. I'd be like, "Are you sure you want to do this? Are you sure? Are you know?" And I'd be just as worried. So I get it. I totally get it.
Yep.
We could have a steer like on the video.
Could have a what?
A steer like on the video.
Yeah, right. That was pretty wild. Whenever Susie was talking baby talk out the RV window, it was hilarious. Not coochie, but talking baby talk. You know, I'm looking at
Talking
her
to the
like,
baby.
I'm looking at her like, whoa, okay, it's a cat. You know.
Yes,
But it was cute.
yes, Doreen. She does realize that could happen, and she did admit that. You know that yeah, all those things could happen. Like she said, my house could burn down tomorrow. She said, yeah, but yeah, she just wants to. She just loves us and wants us to be good.
Yeah, and,
So that's
and
all.
I think she's going to miss us mostly. You know, I don't think she'll ever actually say that, but you can tell.
Oh, that's the bottom
Because
line.
because Sue started saying as she was leaving, "Do you want this and do you want that?" I can't handle that right now.
Yeah, she just
So
left.
you know, she's just not.
It's just too much.
It's too much for her. You know. Oh, sorry.
I know. Don't get me going again. Tokyo, what is your first name? He loves your Jeep video. He had a ball. He was absolutely looking. That was his highlight of the whole trip.
Honestly,
I think he was
pretty
looking
much
forward
the
to
highlight,
that.
other than the people that I met
Yes,
throughout the trip.
so
We
many nice
met a
people.
lot of wonderful people. That was the highlight of my trip. It really
Yeah.
was. That was fantastic. It really was. And he's a good Jeep driver, I'm telling you, because we would have went over the cliff, and he says we would have slid down the mountain. He was not telling you probably what really. We probably would have end for end down that mountain. So you know, I was in good hands. That's all I know.
And that day we woke up and it was really, really windy in Quartzsite, and we were like, "Oh, I don't know if we're gonna be able. He's gonna be able to do that." And he's like, "I bet we can't do it." And he was kind of got a little disappointed, and he called Steve, and Steve's like, "Yeah, we can do it."
We can do it. And the thing
That's
is,
why it was a little bit windy
it
in
was
that.
very
in
windy
that
in the
volume.
video. Like you couldn't hear us talk. It was too bad because we were doing some pretty good conversation. But the other thing is, when we first got out of the Jeep, I walked over to the like a ledge, and it was straight down, and the wind. I felt like it was going to push me off. I was like, whoa, like it was strong. It really was. On the other side of like on one side, it was super strong. When we got on the other side of the mine, though, the wind kind of died down a little bit. Yeah, whew, strong. Hey, Gary, how are you?
Hi, Gary. How you doing?
You're still in Florida, right? Still nice and warm?
Renee, I agree. She said she'd rather die in her rig than die in a nursing home. I agree.
Exactly.
Hello, Steve. We were just talking about
Exactly.
you.
Hey, Steve, we were just talking about
Telling
you
about how you made his trip by giving him a ride in the Jeep.
and one of our people here said that he really loved the video that I put up of us doing that ride. I thought it was a great ride. It was fun. I love doing the video because it reminded me of the fun that we actually had, you know?
Carol
fun.
loves the dishwasher. I bet she does. It looks like a little tiny one. How much water does it use, though? That's what I was curious about when I saw
wonder
that
how
going
much
in.
Yeah, he said it uses about that much in the sink, but how big is your sink?
That's it? So that's not too much water then. I want a dishwasher.
Not going to fit it in our Class C, honey. Sorry. We can get a portable one you can plug outside. Maybe.
There we go. Or I'll just put him in charge.
Yeah, put me in charge. That's it. I'm sure the laundry ain't going to come out right. You put me in charge. That's for sure.
Oh, you got an appointment to check out a Jeep and looking for a trailer to tow. Oh boy.
Say that again. What was it?
Renee's looking for a Jeep. She's got an appointment to check out a Jeep, and she's looking for a trailer to tow with it. Awesome.
Wow.
That'll be a big step up from camping in the tent, right? Or in your camper van,
nice.
actually. So you have one of those, is it called clamshells, Renee? And how hard is that to put up? He was just talking about that today, that he thinks he wants to get one of those.
We're going to need one of those on the road because we don't have our top, canopy. And so if we're going to be on the road a lot and we're going to be doing it in the summer, we're going to want to be outside. But with all the insects, you're not going to want to be outside. So,
Right.
Tom and Lori, when we visited Tom and Lori the day that we left, they had several adults in there with a big table, and it was plenty big enough.
Cowboy Biker had his
Yeah, Cowboy Biker
clamshell
had
up,
his, yeah.
and they had a big like a 6-foot table in there, or a 5 or 6 foot table, and there was what 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of us in there, and there was plenty of space in there.
Yeah.
So, and Steve said it was a great video.
Thank you, Steve, very much. That means a lot to me because I consider you putting up great videos too. So it means a lot to me.
Yes, we are going full time, Gary. We decided.
Yes, sir.
We decided. So
We're biting the bullet. We're selling the house.
we enjoy ourselves so much.
Just started to downsize. Sue now 6 bins of Christmas stuff down to 1 little bin that's going to fit in the Corolla that we'll be towing. And yep.
So Tokyo Dolphins is Jack, and he's half Japanese, half American, and Irish. Quite the combination. He's from New York, which is not far from us. We're in Massachusetts. But he was born in Japan.
Peaceful
Awesome.
Des. Hello, Peaceful Des.
Hi, Des. How are you?
Yes, Gary. I told my boss Thursday morning that I'm going to retire on September 30th. So that way he's got plenty of notice. And he can bring somebody on, and perhaps I can train him if they need be. You know, if he's a good mechanic, he doesn't necessarily need training. He needs more shown like what to do when and what time of year to do this and what time of year to do that and stuff. Because I've been doing it for a long time. But yes, yay!
Was it countdown?
I have 157 days left to be a mechanic, Gary. Yeah, I cannot wait. And I'm going to still work off to the side on the road here and there, but I don't have to make $70,000 a year or whatever. I don't have to do that anymore. I can just work for what I want to work, just to keep our head above water. We have a nest egg set aside that we're not going to chip at. We're just going to leave it there. And yep. So here we go.
Hello, Brenda. How are you today? Thanks so much for joining us.
No, we're going to leave. Doreen, we're going to leave. I don't want to leave my boss in the lurch, and we have to get the house sold and all that. So I'm going to finish the summer out with him and make sure I get all the equipment ready so that when I leave, I'll feel good about myself, and we can leave on good terms. I wasn't sure how he was going to take it, but he knows, he just lost his uncle, and he said, at your age, do it, because if you wait till you're 70 or 72, you might get sick or whatever, or hurt yourself, and you'll never be able to do it. So, yep.
Hello, DJ. How are you today? Thank you so much for joining us.
Welcome, DJ. Cartoon.
I know our house could sell in 3 days, so I'm hoping if we do sell it that quickly, that we can, they'll give us a few months to get everything cleared out, and then we will be living in the camper. So
right, and
as soon as it goes. We just gotta get it moving. That's it.
Right. When we're here, we're gonna stay at my dad's because he has a place for the RV there, anyways. Because I bought it off of him, and he has the electrical hookups, and he's very excited. I think because obviously we're not gonna mooch off of him, so we're gonna pay the difference in electricity, but. We promised him a supper every night.
You promised a supper every night, so that means you got to cook.
Well, you can help.
The thing is, we don't really eat during the week when we're working.
Well, we're gonna have
you eat early, and I eat late. I usually come home and put in chicken fingers or something in the oven. So I know, right?
It's going to be.
I thought of myself after you said that. I'm like, he's gonna have. We don't usually eat.
It's going to be rent, so we cook on the weekend for him or something.
Right, on the weekend, exactly. Yeah, so. Never met anyone who said they retired too. Exactly, Steve. No one said they retired too soon. Exactly. And he's 66.
And it's very weird, Steve, because all the old people, well, not old people, because we're not old people, but all the older people that you tell, including my dad, good for you, go for it, good for you. All the young people think you're nuts. They're like, what? Including my daughter. She actually said, am I the only sane one left in the family?
My son wasn't too happy. Unfortunately, my son found out. We told my daughter that day. We were talking about it on live, and we hadn't told him yet because I thought he wasn't going to. I thought he was going to be that didn't care.
And he doesn't watch our YouTube videos on a normal basis.
But he watched that day, and that's how he found out.
He found out through YouTube.
He was not happy with us at all.
Not happy with us at all when he found out through YouTube. Whoops. And who knew he was watching? But he's fine. They're both in the end supporting us. And they want us to do whatever makes us happy. So.
Oh, gee. Renee wants to get a Gladiator. She wants to soup it up with some bigger tires. I thought that was Steve talking at first, Renee.
Hey, Steve, by the way, more bang for your bucks left a comment on the Jeep video and said He's looking for a Jeep now, and I think he's serious. I think what convinced him is when you climb a little bank there, and you had him at about a 45-degree angle. It was a beautiful thing. And Sue says, "Do you think he could have got up and over?" And I said,
And I
"Steve,
also said, I know why he
Steve,
doesn't invite the wives.
if you watch him work the steering wheel and work the clutch and work the shift, he can do it. He's got lots of experience. And that Jeep, like he said to me, if I can get a wheel on it, I can climb it. I couldn't believe it. I was like, yes, you can.
Hello, Lower Michigan Hiking and Camping. Thanks so much for joining us.
Welcome.
So sweet of you to come.
You can set the closing date, Gary said.
They want to close early. It's up to you.
Right.
You had a 3-month closing.
Yeah. And plus, you're right. The buyer usually needs time to get their I's
Right.
dotted and T's crossed and everything too, right? So, hey, if it gets sold right away, we'll jump in the rig and we'll go to my dad's. It's that simple, So, yeah.
Well, like I said, we're having the first real estate agent. He wants to do 3 real estate agents to check them out. So
Right. And then
we got the first one coming tomorrow, and she'll give us an idea of what she thinks, how it's going to go, and all that kind of fun stuff. And things are selling really fast right now.
Really fast, like
a friend of mine had her house on the market and took it off the market, and then the real estate agent just called her and said, "I got somebody that wants to see it." And the man showed up outside her house and was taking pictures, because I guess there's a real shortage right now of houses again. So
Doreen says we shouldn't put it on the market till you do a 30-day closing. I mean, that's
we're ready to do
in
that,
reality.
right?
Like, you're probably right. Yeah. It's a scary time, folks, for us. But you know what? It's so exciting at the same time. And we just have to be brave and just go through it, because we were so happy in the rig. We really were. And it was so freeing to just have us in the little rig. We had everything that we needed, and we had a blast. So
Gary says, make sure you have the chat set to all messages. Do we have it set to all messages?
it's on live chat, Gary.
I think that's it, right?
Yeah. It was on top chat, and I switched it to live chat.
Steve said he didn't want to show off too much. You impressed the heck out of him, Steve. I can't imagine if you showed off more than that. He was impressed.
Yeah, you should have been a stock car driver. You kidding me? Yeah. I could have died at your hands, but I didn't. You brought me home in one piece. It was a beautiful thing. Jane and Travels. Hello. How are you?
Hi guys. How are you?
Welcome.
Hopefully Nancy's hand is healing well. She was doing therapy last week. She fell and I think fractured something in her wrist playing pickleball. So, but last we heard she was healing well and starting therapy. So she had already had her surgery and stuff.
And if you've never checked out that channel, they're a wonderful couple. Go over and check them out. And they do cruises, and they do stuff about Disney. They do little adventures around their neighborhood with their family and stuff like that. They're very fun, very, very fun couple. Gary says spring is the hottest market, so don't
get it moving right.
And spring will be here in the blink of an eye. So you're right.
Yeah. And Jack said his favorite cars are Dodge and Toyotas. We drive a Toyota. That's what we have. We both drive Toyotas.
I've been driving Toyotas for years. Never had any problems.
He was just saying the other day, his Corollas, they're both Corollas. Mine's 2017, his is 2009. And would you say he had on it 160,000?
No, I got 183,000, and the thing runs just as good as the 2017.
He actually likes sometimes the way it drives.
I like mine better, actually. And the only time that car's ever failed me was with a dead battery. That's it. I mean, that's not Toyota's fault. And the dead battery was an original Toyota battery that lasted for, I don't know, 11 years or something stupid. It was like crazy. Yeah.
Yes, we are at home. We got home on Tuesday. So we just got in and trying to get through stuff.
Nancy's healing and laying in the sun. Good for you. Yay.
Yay. That's great news.
It's great news. Very, very good news.
Doreen's going to go off for a few minutes. She needs to switch computers. All right. Be right back.
Gary, it's been cold here. It was 23 degrees a couple nights ago. I know you're from Canada. You're laughing at that, but but today it's warm back. Like right now it's 44 degrees out. That's not cold,
Well, I don't know. I don't know if you heard, but we're going to go full time now. So we're hoping to hit the road. September is our plan. He retires September 30th.
81.
So once he retires, we're going to be, October 1st, we should say. We hope to be on the road again. As long as all is sold and done and we're got everything straightened out, we'll be ready to go.
And when we leave, we're going to take a small trip on the way down south. We're going to go out, highway, Interstate 90 in the upper
Why not
mid
to read
Midwest. What?
that? I don't know why I can't read that today. Get busy living or get busy dying, and you all are going to live. Thank you, Carol. That's what we told my daughter, that, we can hang around here. So the point is we can either keep on working
Right.
and keep the house,
Right.
or we can take off and go have fun.
Right. And so,
So
like
that's
I was
what we
saying,
chose to do.
when we leave, we're going to do quite a trip. We're going to go 90 all the way up in the upper Midwest to all those states, and then out to Washington, then down through Oregon, and then down through California, and then down wherever we're going to stay for the winter after that. So, and then after that, I'm going to look for some sort of work, maybe 25 hours a week or something. Because I have to work. It's just the way I am. I just have to work. It's that simple. So.
Yes, we're going to keep my 2017 car when we go full time.
Yeah,
for sure. Because we realized when we, because we set off with, to Quartzsite with no car, and we ended up renting one for the 2 weeks that we were there, and it was so much easier to have a car.
Oh my God, yeah.
So yeah, we don't want to go full time without a car.
To take the rig shopping and for laundry. I mean, you can do it, and we did it, but no, we just want to leave. We just want to leave the rig, stationary. Minus 23 degrees, yeah.
Minus 23.
That's
wow.
what I'm talking about, cold. Right?
Where are you guys from? OJ. Oh my gosh, minus 23. You guys must be a Canadian couple, right? Are you guys from Canada? That sounds about Canadian weather.
Yeah. That's centigrade, but still. Yeah.
Exactly, Carol. It's hard for them to see it. Plus, they worry. Plus, I've always been here for them, you know?
Yeah, that's the other thing. So
we could, Brenda, we could campground host. He wants to just do simple things. Like, that would probably even be too much responsibility. He wants to do simple stuff.
I honestly just want somebody to tell me what to do, and I'll do it. That's all. I want no thought.
No responsibility.
No responsibilities. I'm sick of the load of having, for all of these years I've had the load of all of the equipment that I take care of that has to roll every day, no matter what, without fail. And I'm sick of that pressure. I'm sick of capping my knuckles, cutting myself, bruising myself, having to worry about everything, order parts, and no, I don't want any pressure anymore. And I don't care if I work a cash register. Honestly, I really don't. I'm not going to need to make a lot of money. I'm just going to need to make some money, and I just want to just go to work and not have to have pressure. That's it. That's all I want. No pressure.
You're right. You guys live in New Hampshire, and we're a couple states away, and we'll probably end up meeting down south someday. You're right. We're actually going to put the car on a trailer.
Yeah,
because he wants to be able to back it up and not have to worry about getting stuck with it and unhooking. Yeah. So he's actually going to get a little trailer for it
with a long enough tongue where I'll be able to back it around a little bit and not.
And that way too, we don't have to worry about putting that much mileage on the car by towing it. So. We'll save the car too in the process.
And I'm going to get a small aluminum trailer of some sort, just big enough to fit the Corolla on. That's it.
Carol, if you listen really quietly, if we stop talking long enough, you can hear your baby snoring.
She's down here snoring.
Actually, she stopped because we were talking about it. She's just here on the floor.
She's actually dreaming because her paws are going like this.
Yes, Gary. We started today. Last 2 days I've been doing my Christmas stuff because we had left our Christmas decorations up. So I started with Christmas, and I've given a ton of stuff away. I gave away, my niece just got a new her first apartment, so I knew she didn't have much stuff, so I gave her stuff, and I gave my sister-in-law, my other two nieces some stuff. So yeah, I started.
And Susie loves giving stuff away, so yeah.
Oh, because I do like to give stuff away. Yeah. I mean, it was hard to start with, but then I felt good about it in the end. Become a wood carver or painter to sell your wares, Brenda says. He's actually a really good writer, so we're gonna get him to do some articles,
like travel blogs and stuff, because I wrote columns for 12 years for various auto racing publications, a couple of magazines, and a steady column weekly in a couple of newspapers and stuff. So I'm pretty good at writing, and so I'm thinking about just doing little travel articles or an article about a certain area or a certain museum or something that can go into travel.
Hello, Busby. How are
Blog,
you
and
tonight?
you can make some money. Not a lot. You might get $150 an article or $100 an article, but if you can be involved with 4 or 5 different publications and get something out every couple of weeks or something, at least it's a little bit of income. And we can grow our channel enough on YouTube. We'll make a little bit of money, not a whole lot. I get it, but a little bit of money off YouTube. And we have a lot of fun doing YouTube, mostly because, we just love the people involved. It's like,
Right.
yeah.
And Jack said that DoorDash, which we have talked about doing DoorDash, because we can do that together.
Right, we can do it together. We can have
right.
fun.
And he loves it. Doesn't mind
drive
driving.
around an area and see
yeah.
stuff which we love to do.
Right, and learn our way around and stuff. So yeah, we do have that in mind as well.
And we're looking forward to like all of our travels have been on vacation. So we zoom into an area, we stay in a motel, we do a couple of major tourist attractions, and we zoom the hell back out of the area and really learn nothing about the area. So if we spend some time in an area, wherever we choose to be, we'll get to know the neighborhood and know the people and stuff, so
Right.
Um,
Right, and we don't plan on moving a lot. Like you said, we're going to plan on
move a
staying,
bunch, but we'll move
Right.
around, but we're not going to move a bunch.
Not going to be like,
We're
every
not
week
going to be
we're going someplace
nomads.
new.
We can't afford
Right.
to be like totally
Right.
nomads. And we're going to do a ton of boondocking because we love boondocking. We like the challenge of it. We like
It is fun.
We like being out in the middle of nowhere.
Peacefulness.
We like it when your nearest neighbor is, 600 yards away, and they're a fellow camper, so they wave and they smile, and everybody cares for each other. I must say that the RV community, not as a whole maybe, but absolutely in general, are just wonderful people. Just
For sure.
Wonderful people.
Gary said it took him 2 months to get rid of it all. So it'll take 46 years is a long time of collecting stuff, and I like stuff.
We have a lot.
Look
of
at my
stuff.
wall behind us, guys.
We have a lot of stuff.
So yeah,
I have a lot of stuff. My garage is.
His garage looks like my house, right?
I have enough tools in my garage. I could run 2 garages out of it. I swear.
And Brene says the options are endless for jobs. So that's the thing, And
it's gonna kill me though on that subject to get rid of my tools. That's what's really gonna bother me. But my dad said, "I'll take any tools you got." So it's gonna make me feel good to give them to my dad at least,
Right. And that's the nice part of it, giving it to people who need it.
Right. I'll bring enough so I can do most things on the rig, and that's all I can do. So, I only have so much room. We have a Class C.
And Carol mentioned also that you sing. So
I was in a band for a few years, and I do sing. Yes.
So we can get him out there singing.
Yeah,
we'll put him on the corner with his guitar. That's it.
I was in a country
band. Put the tin can out next to him.
I was in a country band back in the 80s. For, I don't know, a few years. Until I was kind of developing a drinking problem because in order to...
Not really, but...
in order to sing, I was drinking every Friday and Saturday night.
Right.
So, whatever.
Carol, so now you can sing Robert's RV song. He might have copyright issues with that one, Carol.
Right? And, I would say the biggest bummer of all about our trip to Arizona was we had gone over to see Traveling Robert, and he would have been there, but he had broke his ankle, and he had to go to Yuma to the hospital.
And we missed
him. So we missed him.
Yep.
Damn it.
But there's always next time, so we'll catch him next time.
Yes, I get it. But...
Yes, Chris, we are going full time. We decided we had so much fun in Quartzsite and on this trip that we decided to do it. So we came home.
Riding in my RV. That's it.
Yep. So we decided to bite the bullet, and we're home, and we got a real estate agent coming tomorrow to look at the house and give us ideas on what I got to change and what I got to do to get it sold. And we're biting the bullet and we're going for
it. Gary says giving your tools to your dad is a great idea. You know where they are, and you will probably get them back in the end.
Right, exactly.
Right?
There you go.
So if we buy something down south, I'll be able to bring all my tools back. Right?
There you go. Right. Put your name tag on the end of them. Right. This one's mine.
Well, I'll get all his tools probably.
Right. Once he passes, exactly.
Nobody else really wants his tools. He was a lifetime mechanic too. So.
No, you did not hear Merton sing around the campfire. Tim said he was going to do karaoke, and that's how that all came about. Tim said he was doing karaoke, and he never did. So what happened to that? It's all Tim's fault that he didn't sing. More bang for your bucks. Where are you?
A couple of shots of tequila, Steve. I might have started to sing, but I was.
Well, he already promised Tim he would. So if Tim did karaoke, he was going to do it because Tim already promised he would.
I had a couple songs in my head that he said, "I'll have any song that you can name." I said, "Okay," and I had a couple songs in my head that I would be able to sing, easily and stuff. But never happened. Never happened. So
Brenda says you better start now and get rid of stuff. Yes, I know. We did start. I sent a whole bunch of Christmas stuff. I was saying earlier that we took 6 bins of Christmas stuff out of the attic this year to put around the house.
Big bins too.
Yeah,
not
big
kidding.
tubs.
I mean, this house was packed with stuff.
And I put 3 tubs back that are gonna go into the yard sale, and 1 smallish one
Half a
that
Corolla,
I'm keeping.
half of a Corolla trunk.
No, it's not. It's actually
Not
just the
even.
far back.
Not even half.
Yeah.
Probably a quarter of the.
And
I'm so proud of her.
I wanted everything to be in the bin, but unfortunately, I have an overflowing bag. So we have the bin and the overflowing bag, and a small Christmas tree is going to go next to it. So, but that's it. So I didn't do too bad. Yeah. So not that. So after tomorrow, when the real estate agent comes, she'll tell me, because a lot of people say you take all your personal pictures down, and so if I got to do that, he's going to have to like fix all the holes in the walls because I've got pictures everywhere. So we got to find out from her what she wants to do.
Like a quick paint job. Unfortunately, I thought I'd never have to paint the walls again, but no, that's fine. At least I get the paint today with the primer and the paint all in one, and it's going to be a quick paint job. It's not going to be like I'm going to be living here for the rest of my life. So
Chris, don't worry. He's already got the camper full of tools that he brought with him to begin with.
Yeah.
All he needs to add now is his air tools, and he'll be happy.
And not all my air tools, just
a couple of air
my
tools.
3/8 ratchet and my air gun, so I can take off the tires on the rig if I get a flat tire or something. So other than that, I'm pretty much good.
Yes, Carol, he always sings for you. Something special about you that makes him sing.
Bye, Gary. Pet Lexi for us too, okay?
Bye, Gary. Have a great night. Thanks so much for joining us.
We fully appreciate it. Stay warm, right? 81 every day. So yeah, bye.
Take good care. It's going to be a YouTuber meetup an hour from my house in September.
Wow.
Oh, cool. Which one's that? What's the name of that one? I hadn't heard about that one yet.
Looks like I might have to get a package of peanut butter cups ready, huh?
It depends on what time in September because he's working till the end of September. So that's the only problem.
Maybe not. We'll see. If we're living in my dad's driveway and we don't have the house anymore, we might take off a little early.
I know he might.
I told my boss that I'm going to work until it's cold. When it's cold out, I'm done. So, September around here, it can get cold mid-September or it can stay warm for the full month. It depends. It's weird. It changes because we're right on the ocean, so it kind of depends.
That's a good idea, Bernacia. Take pictures of your pictures and put them on a thumb drive. I'm going to put them all in an album is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take them all and put them in an album. And I don't know if I can fit the album in the camper. If not, I'm going to hope. I haven't told my daughter yet, but I'm going to ask her if I can have one tote in her cellar. She still has totes from when they moved in that they haven't gone through, but I'm hoping that she can sneak one down there without my son-in-law knowing.
Cal says, but you know what? We each have each other, and that's true.
Yeah.
Very true.
You would leave our pictures up? I hope that's okay, because I'd like to enjoy them. I don't want to take them down until I have to, so. Saving some of your favorite stuff and some furniture in storage just in case you decide to buy a house again, at least. Well, Brenda, we thought about that, but if we're thinking about buying a house in Texas or Arizona, what's it going to cost for us to get the stuff there is what we were thinking about.
Not only that, we're going to be used to living in a tiny rig, so we're only going to buy a tiny house. It's easier to heat, easier to clean, it's easier to get around.
But I would love to do that, I have to say. But then the cost of having the storage unit too, I think it's about $100 a month. And most people who say that they have a storage unit are sorry they spent the money on it.
Right.
I know, I would love to do that. My other thought is I would also like to put for senior housing around here. And if we can usually it takes 5 to 10 years. But of course, my hope is that one would be available and we could just move our stuff into it, and then we could come here for the summers and have a place to stay. That's my hope. But of course, you know how that is. It's, that's me hoping and wishful thinking, I guess I should say.
I think you're right, Doreen. I think they're going to want to take all our personal stuff off the walls and paint. When they go into a house, they might have a couple of pictures here or there just to,
But you know what? I think the market might be different now. People are so desperate for homes. You don't have to stage it perfectly for people to want to buy them.
When the house
they're lining up outside and doing bidding wars. So I don't know though.
The house across the street has sold twice in the last few years because the guy that lived there died. Okay, so then it got sold, and on that time this street was packed with people. They had to make appointments for the people.
Well, it was during COVID, so they were standing outside waiting.
So there was so many people.
Yeah.
Then the second time, they actually had to make appointments again for people because if they had them all come at once, there wouldn't be room. So they had people come this hour, people come the next hour. So we're hoping it's the same thing here. They had a bidding war across the street,
and directly across the street, like 3 years ago now, they had such a big, big outcome and a big bidding war that the lady next door decided to sell her house because this is the time to do it. They're bidding for them, and the price is going up and up and up.
Right.
So she sold her house because even though she wasn't ready to, she sold it.
And the realtors are desperate for homes now, so it's kind of cool. It's good.
Yeah.
Right now would be a good time as long as the world don't fall apart between now and spring.
Right.
We should be good.
Brenda, we are not going on the cruise. It sounds fun because so many great people are going to go. So many people are going to go, but we're not cruise people. And the thought of being out in the middle of the ocean on a ship that could sink is just way too much for us.
Yeah, I'm not into boats at all.
Yeah, we're not ocean people.
We
like to look at it.
And we're not like
want to stick our feet in it, maybe, but that's about it.
And
so
if you're on
a big ship like
cruise
that,
ship, you almost got nothing to do except eat and drink. Well, we do eat, but we don't drink. So yeah.
And plus, it's just I
think I'd be bored to death. I really do. And
I think it would be
too structured. We've traveled all these years. We do what the hell we want to do when we want to do it, not get off and do this and get back on, and get off and do this and then get back on. That kind of stuff. So,
can never have too many blankets. I know. I don't know what I'm going to do with all the extra blankets I got hanging around here. But you can only put so much in a camper. That's my issue. It's like, I can take that. No, I have no more space. And my daughter, was getting on me because she knows I like to buy stuff.
Yeah,
and she said
the same thing with Steve. When
she said,
house, they said take all.
Can you make that go back up again?
I didn't touch it.
No, I can't read it. I didn't get to read everything. We're talking too much. Oh, hi, Rachel. How are you today? Sorry, guys. I'm kind of lost track on my little thing here. Can you go back down?
You can go back down if you want.
Yeah, that's what I want to go down.
Shut up.
Oh, you gotta put your finger on the little thingy over there. Oh, it won't go. No. For some reason, it won't go. All right, sorry, guys. I missed your comments up there. We should slow it down a little bit. If you haven't used it in the last 6 months, don't do that. You're going to lose everybody. If you haven't used it in the last 6 months, get rid of it. That's what we did. Yeah, exactly.
Steve said they asked him to take all the personal stuff off the walls, too. So they may ask us to take everything personal down.
Hello, Radio Jonesy. How are you today? Thanks so much for joining us.
Mom and Four Boys is here, too. Hello.
Got to make it look lived in. I agree, Carol.
Yeah.
Take all the personal stuff off. Yeah, that's what most people say.
Yeah.
And Rachel was saying, in fact, that we should take half the stuff out of the closets. So that's going to be fun in itself.
And Mom and Four Boys just said, yes, take it all off. That's what they're going to say tomorrow.
Oh, here's a what if, Carol. Doreen says, if it sold next week and they wanted it a 30-day closing, what would you do? Would you do it? Oh, boy. Don't make me think of that, Doreen. My brain's too overwhelmed already.
We could do it. We would just. Well, no, we couldn't do it. We would need more than that because we need to have a couple of yard sales.
I don't think we could do it
and we're not moving any of the big stuff out of here. So we're gonna have a couple of yard sales quick, and then we are going to have what they call an estate sale where we just have all the big things like the hutches, whatever, bureaus and all that kind of stuff, and just put a tag on them. And that's it. Whatever's here after that stays.
Yeah, Rachel was a real estate agent, and she said, yes, take it all off. So that means we got to do that out in the garden on Monday morning. Oh, is it nice and warm out there, Jonesy? The other day when I was on your live, I think your friend was saying it was, I forget, was it 80 some degrees out there? So you guys are in your summertime. Radio Jonesy, if any of you guys don't know, is from Australia. You would have it staged. Okay.
What do you mean staged?
Stage meaning make it, perfect for people to see when they walk in. Like, in other words, get rid of half my junk. Just doing our best. Thank you so much for coming to join us tonight. We so appreciate it. Hope you come again sometime. Nice to see you.
It's amazing. We have a lot of wonderful people here tonight. It's kind of cool.
If it hasn't been used in a month, pitch it. I know, right?
I've already told
You
Sue.
would do it?
I've already told Sue to call you a couple times, Doreen, you know, because
Yeah.
she needs Jen. She's got 3 different friends. She needs you to tell her the actual facts, and then Lori from Tom and Lori has been through it, so and she's a little softer. And then my sister Sandy is even softer. So she's got 3 different people. But when her back's against the wall, she needs to call Doreen because Doreen will tell you exactly like it is. So
Oh, it's a bit cooler in Australia today. Perfect day for pulling weeds. He's got his daughter coming to visit and her new fiance, so he's getting the house ready for the new boyfriend to see.
I hope to God he's a good one.
Need to look more empty. Take the blanket off the couch, okay? Need to look more empty. So that means I got to get all this. But the thing is, what do I do with all this stuff in the meantime? So if I load it all in the garage, does it matter if the garage looks full? So that's my issue.
No, you have to get rid of it. We're not going to have it anymore.
Well, no, I mean, but I want to sell it. I got to put it in the yard sale.
Oh.
So if I take all the stuff off the wall to make the house look nice.
Looks like we better hustle it, get a house.
I know, we're in trouble. Maybe I don't need to work anymore. Just stay home and take care of this. What did Busby say? Sue, when my wife and I moved here, we had a 3-day yard sale and sold everything that wasn't tacked down. And just 4K in 2 weeks of
You got in a
clothes.
Beetle with just 4K
and 2 weeks of clothes.
Good
Only
for
2
you.
weeks of clothes? What?
Wow. That's what we're going to do is 2 weeks of clothes.
What? I never agreed to 2 weeks of clothes, guys. So he can think that, but doesn't mean I have to go along with that. I like clothes.
Clothes weigh a lot, though. We don't have a lot of space.
As much as I can fit in there, I can fit, right?
And donate it. All Doreen keeps saying is donate it. Donate it. No, I'm kidding. But yeah. Put stuff on Facebook, on the Facebook.
Jonesy says, yep, that's it. He's getting ready for the new boyfriend to see the house. Gotta have it all perfect or he won't think good of you, right?
Put stuff on the Facebook marketplace, too.
Yeah, that's true, right?
You don't
Personal
do that?
stuff, you furnish a whole house. Just take out personal stuff, you can furnish a whole house, you're right.
All of our appliances are very old.
It is scary and fun at the same time. So you've been through it, so you know exactly what I'm going through, right? Except we're a little bit older than you, so we've got like 46 years worth of and 2 kids' lives involved as well.
Yep.
Your first offer is the best bet. Okay, that's great news. That's great.
First what?
Your first offer is usually the best bet. And Rachel, do you agree with he wants to have 3 different real estate agents come. Do you agree with that? Being a real estate agent?
Why, you don't think that we should?
No, I'm just saying. Just asking questions.
Yeah. I'm kind of wondering that myself.
Yeah. Donate it. Put stuff on Facebook Marketplace. That's an awesome idea.
It's a very good idea.
If you get
William Brody,
money
welcome,
to
William.
close early. We got great money to close early. Will we take it? But can we do it is the question, guys. I mean, is there enough time to unload this house in that amount of time? So
we would just have to have an open yard sale.
Oh, wow.
Just open doors and have people buy everything when they come in. Done.
You need 1 on, 1 off, and 1 in the wash. I don't get that. You need 1 on, 1 off, and 1. So 3 is a good idea. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you mean by that? I don't quite understand that. Yes, Marketplace is
Leisurely
your friend.
Tripping, hello. We haven't talked to you guys since we met, and we met those wonderful people. Leisurely Tripping and Quartzite. We had a blast. Absolute blast.
How old are your appliances? I'm thinking of Kenny who's looking. Our appliances are
Quite old.
Old, yeah. But like our wash and dryer is like 24 years old, which my nephew keeps telling me that's the best way to have them. The stove is probably even older than that because it was here when we got here and it was 3 years older than that. So it's probably 27 years old. The refrigerator is pretty newer. It's probably 10. Well, no, that's probably even old too because we got that when we moved in. So that's probably 25 years old too.
And then the one downstairs.
So yeah, everything's pretty old.
Everything's very
old.
old.
Don't replace appliances. Definitely not. We're not going to do a whole bunch to get it ready.
I mean, our furnace.
They can get their own.
Furnace runs perfect, but it's from 1956. So I know they're going to have a problem with it. But you know what? If you got a problem with it, don't buy the house. If you want to buy the house, you're going to have to put a furnace in. Maybe not. Hey,
Hello, William Brody
I-
Brody.
I thought I was gonna have to put a furnace in when I moved in. It still works perfect. I mean, it's unbelievable. So they made appliances back then to actually last. So whatever.
Yolanda and Larry, hello. How are you
You
guys?
said yeah.
I didn't. Yeah, I thought I heard you say that, but I was talking.
There's a lot of chat going on, right?
I know.
We just slow
Robert
down.
is on. Carol, you can't leave unless you go to Robert, can you?
Yeah, you can go to Robin if you want to, Cal. It's fine. Honestly, we would get it.
Yes.
We would get it. He's definitely a YouTube star, and we are not.
Just speed time and selling it. I know. Having your realtors come, choose which one you like to work. Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
It's a good
so
idea,
I agree.
actually. Yeah.
If you want it had enough, you can do it. If you want it bad enough, Doreen,
Can
I
you
know.
afford a maid for a day or two? Mom and Fort Boy says.
I am a maid. It's very hard to do that. But your clothes, you don't need many. One on, one off, and one in the wash. That's my weakness, guys.
Okay, I am totally honored. Cal was not going to leave to go watch travel around. She's going to stay
Talking,
there.
I
Like,
need to go sell.
whoa. Thank you, Cal.
You're talking, you need to go sell your clothes. They don't make stuff like they used to.
No.
Chris, you're right.
No, that 1956 furnace, and I'm not kidding you. You can pull a cot up next to it when it's running and fall asleep. That's how quiet it is. You don't even know it's running. You have to go and feel the heat to see if it's running. And it warms its house up in what? Minutes.
Right. Rachel said people, they care about smells. And Dorian mentioned like I like to boil a lemon, and that always makes it smell pretty nice in here. I do.
Somebody
natural
said
smoke.
bake some chocolate.
That was
chip
Rachel.
cookies.
Can you
Yeah.
afford a maid for a day or two? Have them do a clean before move in. Yes, I would probably have to at the end. I ain't leaving. I know you watch him. Thank you, Carol. Yes.
Crafty
Brene,
traveler.
Brene says that she
Hi.
watches a lot of houses getting ready to sell, and less is best, so it attracts the eye better.
Yeah. Craft travelers, yeah.
You're welcome, William. Hello, Lanny. How are you?
How's Snickers? I hope he's
How fast
not
they can sell
barking
house.
for you.
Gotta go now and cut this. Thank you so much, Jack, for coming in to visit.
Thank
we
you so
appreciate
much.
it.
We appreciate it. We fully appreciate it.
Doreen said she's gonna do a road trip. She's gonna come up and haul it all to the thrift store for us. No.
I'll buy you a whole package of peanut butter cups if you come.
It's worth the extra % to get the best realtor, she said.
Right, it makes sense to me. Right. We were considering maybe selling it ourselves, but we kind of think that would be kind of.
Oh, it's going too fast. Can you make that go slower? I can't read. Sorry, guys. I'm not reading your comments.
I can't. I can slow it down.
I missed Chris's.
Yeah,
next time you got to slow it down. I can't read it.
I can slow it down next time.
Chris said he only has 2 weeks of clothes, and I missed the rest of it.
Belt loops here. Hi, Belt Loop.
Dollars they make your house all great. Don't stink. Bye. Realtors just we bake. That's what Rachel said. Bake cookies.
Nice to smell of chocolate cookies and hand out a couple while they're here. Would you like some cookies? I just happened to make some. Type thing.
Lanny said that Snickers isn't doing well, but he's not barking right now because he's sleeping. Hi, Belt Loop. How are you? Thanks so much for joining us.
GTSY Burton, what does that mean?
Good to see you.
Oh, good to see you. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm having a hard time reading. I don't know why I got to get so close today.
I think she should have got glasses when we were in Mexico.
From them.
I'm
Yes, he is far away.
Pretty good today for some reason.
Don't put it in the garage. People want to see. See, that's what I'm saying. If we're gonna put a yard sale on, what do I do with everything?
I think
I'm in trouble.
I think we should just have a couple of estate sales and just sell everything that's here instead of
before we try to sell.
Us?
They were yummy Reese's.
Are you talking about us?
Yeah, she said we're not supposed to put it in the garage either.
Right. So we should just have a couple of quick sales, just have them walk through the house and buy stuff.
Wow.
I don't see why
just go out for the day, leave me the keys.
In a bag of peanut butter cups, right?
Dix and I got home Friday after being gone nearly 6 weeks. Videos are being posted. Awesome. We'll look forward to seeing them.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a little bit of a delay next time. So, I mean, the problem is we're getting so many people.
I know you had a great night, Rachel. She got gifted membership to Gary's and to Devil Dogs. That was really sweet.
So what are you guys up to, Larry and Yolanda? What are you guys up to? And how's Joey? Are you guys still in the Quartzsite area?
Oh, you get the refrigerated kind. You just pop in and it makes it nice to smell. Okay. They don't have to be my usual organic gluten-free brand.
I don't know where they stay in the Quartzite. I was wondering, are you guys legally, are you still
I
in
think
Quartzite?
they stay around that area. Yeah.
Must be getting warm down there by now, though.
Thank you, Cal, for reminding everybody to do thumbs up. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate it. It was right.
Yes, we need to leave. I know, and I'm always late, so I got to make sure I'm on time for that one, right? Not my big suit. Yes, we're serious about going full time, Lanny. In fact, our first trip in October, we're going to try to head up to see you. So hopefully you'll be around.
Yeah, we'll
in
be
October.
in California at some point. We'll stop in and see you. We're going to see Whoa, Nelly. We have several YouTubers we're going to visit while we're on that.
Yes,
trip.
full time, Yolanda. We can come visit you guys, spend some more time with you. And take the dog with you. Yeah, of course.
Of
Yeah,
course.
we would never, she would never get left behind.
No, please. I love that dog. She likes Snickers, too. Snickers and her are, seem to be buddies.
You keep trying and can't get memberships? Oh, Mom. Yeah, we haven't even gotten there yet.
Membership.
She said she keeps trying to get memberships, but can't get
them. You mean?
Yeah, on her channel,
Yeah.
Bite-sized ones. Chilled in the fridge. She likes the bite-sized ones chilled in the fridge. She wants her Reese's peanut butter cups, the bite-sized ones.
Yes, Lanny, we will be here in May, so yes, we absolutely will. We assume we will. If the house gets sold real fast.
Oh, just the Devil Dogs.
Maybe not, but she wants to know if we'll still be here.
Oh yes, we'll definitely be here through. He retires at the end of September, so we'll be here through September.
Yeah, and if the house is sold, we'll still meet. But hopefully the house ain't sold by then, because I don't know if we have time for it. But that's crazy. We got our first
Devil Dogs love them.
We got our first real estate person coming tomorrow, Lanny. So.
Everything, so you can customize living less than sell.
What do you say?
Renee said, "Get rid of everything so you can customize living less than sell." That's my daughter said. We need to start living that way now.
Right. Might as well start practicing.
I agree. What is a brand channel, Gary? Keep in touch so I can be home when you come to North California. Will you still be home? Yes, we'll still be home in May.
Yes.
So when you come our way, and definitely let us know, and we'll let you know for sure.
We have to get on the same page. I just answered that.
I think we gave each other. We gave each other our phone. Yeah, I definitely. Because I called you by accident. Remember?
And Lanny, if our house sells, we're going to live in our RV. We're going to stay in my dad's yard, my dad's driveway. He has a 30 amp hookup, and that's where the rig stayed before we bought it. So we'll stay there. We'll pay the electricity that we use, and for rent, we're going to give him supper every single night. So he's kind of excited about that. So, so when we get done working, and we're going to, take our trip. We should be in California probably. I would want to say, if all works according to plan, I want to say the end of October, maybe, give or take. Because I'm not in any rush to get across the country this time. I don't care if I do 200 miles a day. I really don't care, because I'm going to be retired. I'm not going to have any pressure. I don't have to be anywhere fast so I can get back to work. It's great.
Rachel, I thought you were giving a membership to Gary's last night by Missouri. I thought he gave one to you for Devil Dog and for Belt Loop. I thought I saw that, didn't I?
Oh, cows.
Yes, you're right, Lanny. If the house sells fast, we will be living in the RV like sooner than we think.
I just told her we are going to be living in my dad's driveway.
Oh, sorry, guys. I guess I'm reading slower than he is. And Yolanda's still on Quartzite.
Yep. And Carol said that me and Ashley are pitching stuff too, because they're going to move up to our way, and we're going to be leaving. So, but we should still be here when you guys move up.
Who's moving up this way?
Carol and Ashley. They're moving up.
I know. But we're going to come back in the summer, Carol, so we'll be here to visit you.
Yeah. Yeah. Like she says, don't walk away from a good offer. So if worst comes to worst, store your stuff in a storage unit.
Oh, yes.
You're absolutely right, Doreen. If we get a good offer, we're out of here. You're right. We'll get a moving company or whatever. Just move it to a storage facility and
Right.
then sort through it there. It makes a lot of sense. Because if you get a good offer, you need to take it. You're not this. Yeah. You can't mess around. North.
Carol said she and Ashley are already starting to pitch stuff and getting ready to go. Carol and Ashley, her daughter, is.
I just said that. We just talked about that.
We're both doing two different things.
No,
We're talking.
we each just literally.
No, I said I
about
was going to say her daughter's getting engaged. Her daughter's engaged and she's moving to Connecticut, so she'll be much closer by.
Tell me where you are, and we'll be on the same
Right.
page. 'Cause I'm answering
Sorry,
the question,
guys.
and you're answering the same question. I guess I'm ahead of you.
I guess you are. Thank you, Renee. I'm glad we are excited too. Just a little crazy at the moment.
And William Brody wants to know if we're coming north. Is he in Canada?
He is in. You're in North Carolina, correct, William?
No.
I think North Carolina, New Jersey, somewhere.
Maybe New Jersey. He wants to know if we're coming north.
Yeah, I forget. Remind us where you are. Yeah, you had told us that October was a perfect timing, so it works out great.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we get the house sold quick. Is all I know. Not too quick though. We'll have to hire a moving company. We're too old to clean this place out quick. That's all I know. I'd have to retire early. I wouldn't be able to.
You are way far ahead of me.
I'm not even talking about. I'm talking to the people.
Because you were I know, but you were just asking about coming north, and I just got to that. Yeah, read
so
up here.
Way up
yeah,
there?
Of course, that's what you're supposed to read, not down the bottom.
Okay. Sorry.
Yes, we definitely want to empty out the storage before we get on the road.
It's not a bad idea to, if you do get an offer, just sell and put everything in storage and then go through it, right?
Right.
You don't want to hesitate.
When are you guys heading up here, Carol? Do you guys? Last I knew, you didn't have a date as to when you were heading. Doreen does it when she wants, if she wants. I like it.
Yep.
Oh, Williams in Jersey. Okay. I knew it was either New Jersey or North Carolina. I knew he was down that way. And yes, we will be going that way. Probably not when we head out, right? Because we're gonna.
When we head out, but when we head back.
When we head back to New England in the summer.
We'll be going through there. Yeah.
Next summer, so.
Yeah, when we head out, we're going to head out through upstate New York and Ohio, and and so forth. Straight out Indianapolis and so forth. I head right out to Washington. Our plan is to go out to Washington, and then Oregon, and then California, and see anything between here and Washington that we feel like stopping and seeing. Because I'm retired and I can do it now.
Are you guys coming this way, Yolanda? Are you coming this far up the East Coast? And I'm assuming that's this summer, right? So hopefully we'll get to see you guys if you come this way. If you do, please, make sure you get in touch with us.
They're going to California too at some point.
Yeah, they had to California to visit relatives and then heading east. So hopefully they're coming up our way.
Very cool. That would be cool.
When we're heading to California, our plan is to go up through Oregon and
we're gonna go through Washington, Oregon, and then down through California. And
hello, Al. How are you tonight?
Not sure, what route or anything like that. Yeah, no idea.
When we come your way, meet up is a must. We agree. We will definitely come to meet you.
Yolanda's been doing her famous rock hounding.
I noticed. And she's so good.
I couldn't stand it.
Amazing.
We were all standing there talking, and Yolanda, all of a sudden she's looking, she points and she goes, "I see something." She goes over there and she had a little a gemstone, it was amazing. She could pick them out of all of the rocks, right.
I know, it was amazing. I was just reading. Yeah, later. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go more north. We're gonna go through Washington, Oregon, and then south. Yeah, into California.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely. We're gonna stay up north till it's we're not gonna head to Yuma till it's. I don't want to go anywhere where it's going to be 100. That's for sure.
And Rachel, yes, you guys you're more Columbus, Ohio. So yes, we'd love to do, maybe next year on our way home, next May, we can make that round and go. We want to.
If Rachel's in Ohio, we can see Rachel. We're going through.
Oh, we're going to go through Ohio. Okay, so maybe we can do
We're
that
gonna
this
go
year.
upstate New York, Ohio, Indianapolis.
Okay, so maybe we can do it this year then. But next in the spring, we'll probably come back and catch William and Cooking with Rick on our way through. So yeah, we have lots of plans to make.
Lots of plans to make. Lots of people to see, and we're very excited about it. So we have a lot of people who watch us that we want to see, and a lot of fellow YouTubers that we want to see, and it's going to be a very exciting trip. It really is. I'm a little nervous about Finicky Franny handling the mountain passes with a Corolla attached to it, but Sue said that if we have any problem in the big mountain passes, that we'll dock the Corolla off the trailer and Susie will follow me. It's not, so it's not going to be an issue. Hopefully she'll just pull everything right uphill.
Bye, Carol. Have a great night. Her battery's going to die. So you have a great night. Thanks so much for joining us as always.
Bye, Carol.
Nice to see you. I'll be giving you a call.
Thank you for being here. We have to call it a night anyways, folks. We've been well past our hour. We usually like to do an hour. So
we will definitely run into you again, Chris, because we're definitely going to head back to Arizona. Probably early January. So we'll definitely come visit you for sure. We'd love to see the other side of that Lemon Mountain.
Right?
Never been to the other side.
That'd be beautiful.
Lanny, at first we thought we were going to get another rig, but now we've decided to stay with Finicky Franny for now and see how it goes. We may, get another C with a full slide, but we're just going to play it by ear at this point and just go with what we have. And
we were perfectly happy with it.
Yeah.
So, other than the toilet, which we're going to try to change, and not quite enough room in the bedroom, but other than that, I mean, it's very doable, very livable, and we own it. So.
And Steve says that the rig will do fine. Just take it slow up the mountains.
Right.
And like he said, if it's really bad, he'll just unhook and take the car off, and I could drive behind him.
Right. And if he's going to
worry about it.
If I do 35 up the mountains or 30, who cares? I just put on the 4-way flashes and just go up the mountain slow. That's all right.
Well, Chris, if you move to Arkansas, we'll find you in Arkansas. Okay.
So, anyways, guys, we have to go. I got to go to work in the morning. Sweepy has to go out, and we've been on 16 minutes longer than we should be on, actually, because we're supposed to do an hour. So, and we thank everybody.
We're going to put our car on a trailer.
Yeah.
Lanny.
Yeah. I thank everybody for being here.
Thank you guys so much. We can't thank you all enough for coming to visit us. We
wonderful chat.
Really appreciate it. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up on your way out.
Hit the thumbs up, please.
And we do love you guys for coming to visit us. It's so sweet of all of you to take your time and come spend some time with us.
Yep. And now that we're here, we're going to do we're back to every Sunday at 5. So I'm going to try to get a video up on Wednesday and a video up on Saturday, and our live will be at 5 every Sunday, Lord willing. So that's the way we're going to fly.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you so much,
Thank you for coming to visit. And good luck, Jonesy, with your new son-in-law to be.
And we love all of you. Thank you so much. We'll see you.
Bye, guys.
We'll see you next week.
Thanks so much. Nice to see you all. Bye-bye.